let my take rock, 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 let my take rock.
Choices. It all has to do with money. It's been reported that the United States plans to spend around $264 billion on its next-generation ICBM program. This money would be used to upgrade the silos and missiles in the nuclear sponge of the country. This is not being done to enhance the defense capabilities of the U.S. or even make the nuclear sponge more attractive to enemy missiles. Instead, the tremendous amount of money being spent on upgrades is the result of greedy politicians and corporations. Companies like Northrop Grumman get paid vast amounts of money to develop missile tech for the U.S. military. This means that if the funding for programs such as the nuclear sponge ran dry, it would severely hurt the company's profits. Therefore, defense contractors tend to do a lot of shady things to ensure that the government keeps spending money on missile tech. To be fair, Northrop Grumman isn't the only private business contracted by the U.S. government, and it's not the only company benefiting greatly from money being spent on unnecessary military technology. However, in 2018, Northrop Grumman contributed $5.6 million to specific campaigns to ensure candidates who supported their cause were elected. Northrop Grumman spends more. However, in 2018, Northrop Grumman contributed $5.6 million to specific campaigns to ensure candidates who supported their cause were elected. Northrop.
Y'all hear that? To make sure candidates who supported their cause were reelected. I'm going to play one more time just for the slow motherfuckers.
Technology. However, in 2018, Northrop Grumman contributed $5.6 million to specific campaigns to ensure candidates who supported their cause were elected. Northrop Grumman spends more money lobbying than any other defense contractor, and only slightly less than tech companies like Amazon and Facebook.
That's what they are, y'all. You see the strings. That's what they are. So when you go out there and you run to these polls, vote for these clowns, these politicians, instead of politicians, politricians. You remember when They Live, when they was showing how they was really looking, like the reptilian, when you saw them with the glasses on. These people are not for you. I don't know how long do I gotta keep telling motherfuckers this, man? Like, they don't give a damn about money. Money, they wipe their ass with the shit. You know what I mean? They print it. They get you to work your ass off for it. I'm like, come on, when you think about it, do it even make sense? You got a job. You work 40 hours a week if you got that, maybe more, right? When you get your check, before you get your check, they take it, they step on it, take a shit on your check, and then give you the rest. And we've been programmed to be cool with that. Why? Because we just crazy, number one, and then number two, you waiting on your tax return at the end of the year, hoping to get all that back. But if you ain't got no kids to claim, you ain't getting all that back. You only get it back if you got a whole bunch of kids to claim, and it shouldn't even be that way. You know what I'm saying? Within a year, you ain't no telling how much money they done took from your check that they funding war. All types of high technology and military weapons to kill you and enslave you with. I tell you, man, it is crazy how a motherfucker gotta, we really gotta like dig deep to explain what's really going on in the world. You know what I mean? How corrupt this world is, man. This is just so, and then you still talk to motherfuckers and try to tell me, that's how you know where motherfucker conscious is at. If you want to find out if a motherfucker really conscious, really woke, ask them, is this place hell? If motherfucker be like, nah, this ain't hell. Then they ain't all the way woke yet. You see what I'm saying? They ain't doing enough research. They ain't been gang stalked, nothing like that. They still wet behind the ears or some shit. But you'll know if a motherfucker truly woke. Like I said, you ain't woke unless you gang stalk woke anyway. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know nothing about gang stalking, you ain't been tracked and traced everywhere you go, you know, then you don't know shit. You know what I'm saying? You ain't been activated yet. You ain't know shit. Wait till all that shit start occurring in your life. You realize, yo, this place is sinister as hell. You know what I mean? And these bastards, these devils can take this money. And here you got all these homeless people out here, including myself. You know what I'm saying? People hungry all over the world. And they just using this money, your money, that they take from your check. They stepped on your kilo of coke and watered it down with some baking soda, and they gave it to you. And you cool with it. You cool with it. Now, I mean, oh, it's all good. Praise the Lord now. In the name of Jesus, I got a good job. You know what I'm saying? You know, we've been duped, man. We've been duped to be comfortable with less. Just to settle for less. Back in the day, people, you know, sold out for, you know, mansions and Rolls Royces and stuff. Now people just selling out just to get a damn job at fucking Walmart. You know what I'm saying? Now you gonna gang stalk just to work at McDonald's. The game is fucked, yo. You got cats going to jail, committing dumbass crimes, right? Get locked up. And now they miss their freedom. Their baby mom out there fucking. Now they want to go home. You ain't miss home when you was at home. Now since you're not there, now you want to go home. So now you willing to snitch on every goddamn body and become a damn rat, a damn gang stalker, just so you can get the hell home. So now you gang stalking now, and I know this for a fact because I done been gang stalked by cats that I know back in the day, grew up with. They done caught cases and now they home, and I see them synchronizing with me with red on and shit. I'm like, damn, this nigga was locked up. Now he home. So I already know the deal. It ain't about you know, they demon possessed, nothing like that. They signed the contract. You know what I'm saying? They might be under some manipulation, mind control, some shit, yeah. But they willingly signed that damn contract to get the hell out of there, come on the bricks, and gang stalk you. And what other TI that's out here. And that's another crazy thing too. How we got these, we got other TIs, and we got other TIs out here that we don't even know who TIs. Because you know you ain't the only TI out here. And you a fool if you think so.
Missile caucus, because they constantly try to shoot down any bills that would remove nukes from their states. Why do politicians and people living in the nuclear sponge of the United States want to keep the nukes there? The answer, once again, is money. The building, maintenance, and upgrading of nuclear silos and weapons creates an enormous amount of jobs and brings in a ton of money to the states. Many citizens living within the nuclear sponge work for the U.S. government or one of the defense contractors that maintain the missiles and their silos. Therefore, if the government ever decided to remove the silos and get rid of the nuclear sponge, in Colorado, Wyoming, Nebraska, Montana, and North Dakota, tens of thousands of people could become unemployed.
Now you see that, y'all? That really did just show you that these contractors, these people that work for the government, the U.S. government agency, you know, when you see these people out here building shit, you know, that's another reason too why you got to be in the brotherhood to even be selected as far as like you know, architect, you know, when you see these people heavy machinery operators and stuff like that. You ever notice when you see those people that's doing that type of work, that type of field work, there's usually a lot of white folk doing it because trust me, the racism is crazy. You know what I mean? So they don't want no, you know, no brothers up in there, you know what I'm saying? And of course, and if you do see a brother or two, you better believe that they Mason and they in the brotherhood, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But my point is, what I'm saying is that when you see, because these people get money, they get money to do this type of work, right? So when these people, it says, why do politicians and people living in the nuclear sponge of United States, the building maintenance and upgrading of nuclear solars and weapons creates an enormous amount of jobs and brings in ton of money to these states. That's what it's all about. It's all about giving these people jobs just so you can work for the beast, just to fulfill the beast's agenda. And then when their agenda is fulfilled, When their agenda is fulfilled and they don't need you no more, guess what? You're fired. You know what I'm saying? And then you done worked you're behind off. This is facts, y'all. This is fucking facts, yo. You know what I'm saying? After they done used you and abused you, and you old, you done put in 30 years at this plant that you worked, you know what I'm saying, to create havoc and destruction upon the planet. Now the beast don't need you no more. And then he shut the planet down, the plant down or whatever, you know, and now you fired. Now you without work. You know what I mean? So it's the beast only give a fuck about you if you're doing what he wants you to do, just so they can fulfill their agenda in eradicating your monkey ass and everybody else that's on the damn planet. The beast ain't got no love for nobody. You understand? No love. No love. So when you see these people out here, yeah, they got good jobs and they driving around in new trucks. You know, slave. And then at the same time, these people that do these contractors, man, they bust their ass. They don't even get the chance to see their family. They barely get a time to really even enjoy that money. These cats making 50, 60, 70 an hour, big money, you know what I'm saying? And then at the same time, you know what's even jacked up? Not only are you making that big money, but then when taxes come, man, they raping the hell out you. You know what I'm saying? And now they taking a lot of money, and then at the same time, you're gonna have to owe, because they say, oh man, well, you're not getting no income tax back because you owe money. You know what I'm saying? So now, unless you got a lot of kids that you could claim, but it's fucked up though, because you shouldn't have to even go through that. You shouldn't have to. Why should you have to claim kids to get your money? It don't make no sense, people. So if you ain't got no kids to claim, man, they taking all that, man. You gonna bust your ass, put in all those hours, and don't be on no salary. That's even worse. You know what I'm saying? So you putting all this overtime in, and ain't even basically you not even really getting paid. It may look like you are. You putting a lot of hours in, but you're not really getting paid, man. So at the end of the day, man, they just using everybody. Everybody is a motherfucking pawn in this systematic slavery or boot camp shit that we in. And that's it. Everybody. Gang stalkers, fucking stars, celebrities, every fucking body. Holla back, y'all.